So I could not be more honored to be here with him as he writes the next chapter in our story of progress. I'm grateful for all the people who've been involved in continuing to make the ASA everything it can be, and it is now my great privilege to introduce the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Thank you very much. Please. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping, traveling with him. I actually traveled 17,000 miles when I was vice president. I don't know that for a fact.
Are you fucking retarded? What the hell's the matter with you?
Hey, what's going on? This is Jacob from the triggerallhumans podcast.
And this is Andy from the same podcast. Don't know if I've seen it like that.
Don't, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Another week, another dead celeb, another dead comedian.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you really knew much about Gilbert Gottfried.
No. You text me, but I was like, all I know him as is Mr. Peabody from the Problem Child movie.
Yeah,
that's all I know. I mean, he's got a really weird voice.
He has a really weird voice. Yeah, he wasn't that big in the UK. But I've seen a lot of his stuff because I quite like American stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
And for someone who is Mr. Peabody, Mr. Peabody and the parrot from Aladdin, his stand-up stuff was really like filthy and dirty. He'd often tell offensive jokes and that. And I just wanted to play, just as a tribute to this fallen comedian, a joke he made. You know Roseanne Barr? No, is it Roseanne Barr? That's her name.
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah. She was on the Comedy Central roast, and he was roasting her. So I've got loaded up a little joke he made. We'll play that, will we?
Yeah, on you go.
And now for some jokes. A drunken farmer stumbles upstairs into his bedroom, waking his wife Roseanne. She sits up and sees her husband holding a sheep under his arm. The farmer yells, "This is the pig I've been fucking." Roseanne says, "You idiot! That's not a pig, it's a sheep." The farmer yells, "Shut the fuck up! I was talking to the sheep."
He's funny, man. All his jokes are kind of like that. I know they're old jokes in a way, but they're funny.
Look how happy and delighted Roseanne is about that.
She's laughing her head off. She's laughing her head off. Yeah. He died of cancer. He had it for several years. He was like Norm Macdonald, who died earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
He had it for years and just didn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Because he was like, he didn't want people to think, oh, he's sick. He's a sick guy coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Just RIP, another good comedian. I'll play more of his stuff in the intro maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to quick mention him.
Yes.
He's a funny man. Anyone who likes stand-up comedy, check out Gilbert Gottfried. Especially at the roasts. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll
check it out myself.
Yeah, it's worth it, honestly. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, moving on to more pressing matters.
No.
This is something... You sent me this first. I'll just read out the headline, will I?
Yep.
You always do that. There's always a pause. You go, yep.
Yeah, I'm just patiently waiting because I'm just like trying to gather my thoughts on what to say about this.
It's been a weird week for transgender people. So this is the story that a transgender killer who has changed from male to female now says she identifies as a baby and demands nappies, baby food and a dummy in her prison cell. So he's been dubbed Hannibal Jr. Sophie Eastwood. Well, here's what's annoying me. Right, this by the headline you can tell this person's fucking crazy.
Yeah, the whole thing's annoyed me, but okay.
They're still referring to this person as a woman.
Yeah.
It's clearly just a crazy person.
Yeah. Why do you have to respect his pronouns when you're you're dubbing him Hannibal Jr.
Hannibal Jr., yeah. So dubbed Hannibal Jr., Sophie Eastwood strangled her cellmate with shoelaces. She has now demanded nappies to wear and food to be blended like a baby's. Sophie Eastwood has already been given a dummy by staff in Pullman Prison in Falkirk. So they're already fucking catering to this nut job.
Yeah. This is wild. I thought we're kind of getting somewhere. You know, there was the story last week where there was a guy who'd identified as a woman, and they didn't send him to a women's prison.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh well, maybe
we're getting the other way.
We're getting somewhere, but no, not at all.
Apparently in Bonnie, Scotland, it's not like that.
Uh-huh.
She was jailed for life 17 years ago and said she would be free if she wasn't trans. Yes, because no non-trans killers have ever spent life in jail.
Yeah. So Hannibal Jr. obviously ate somebody, did he?
I don't know what the crimes are exactly, but I mean, why else would you be called Cannibal Jr.?
Yeah.
I can't believe they gave her a dummy. Like, why? So he was locked up in Pullman Prison after killing 22-year-old Paul Aggie, I guess, in 2004.
This is...
So jailed 17 years ago, but started taking hormone blockers and has lived in a women's jail since 2018.
So this guy's this guy's a killer.
Yeah.
And
Kill a guy.
A master manipulator and a liar probably. So now he's to be believed that he's a baby.
Yeah.
What
exactly.
the fuck?
I don't know. But there's this thing now called genderage. Is it called? Genderage. Which is an umbrella term or standalone gender that is influenced by or tied to being trans age. So trans age is people who identify as different ages. Who listens to this bullshit?
This is unreal.
There's even a flag for it.
This is normalising paedophilia, and this is
100%.
the downfall of society.
It says, it's normalising paedophilia, yeah. Because if someone raped a kid, they can just go, oh, well, I'm 8 years old, I identify as 8 years old. So,
yeah.
So...
And then he'll probably get put in a juvenile prison and then do more raping. So there's a flag for it and everything. So they can fuck off with that.
The moment the LGBTQ plus whatever accept this as part of their fucking community, they're dead. That's them gone.
How? I can't understand. What? If I saw that flag, I would be burning that flag.
Yeah.
I would burn that flag.
Yeah, so would I. I mean, it's a flag for paedophiles.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find acceptance in this non-paedophile world. So there's three different variations of this gender age apparently. Number one, and I don't understand what all these words mean because they're all made up, obviously. So number one, an age flux person's gender changing with their endo age.
No idea.
Made up terms.
Yeah, that
endo
means
age.
nothing to me.
Number two is an ageless person who feels as though their gender is also ageless, non-existent or unimportant due to being ageless. That's the worrying one. Unimportant due to being ageless. So they feel that they cannot be... They could argue that they shouldn't be committed under certain crimes because they're underage.
Yeah.
Or their age doesn't exist. AKA puffing kids.
This is fucking bang out of order.
Yeah.
And if you support this, you should be jailed.
This is not progressive.
No.
Yeah. And then there's number three, someone who feels their gender is tied to their endo age in some way. Again, I don't know what endo age means. Endo age. They just make stuff up and then go, well, that's the terms. You should get... Remember, a lot of people say that term, educate yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not educating myself about this.
Yeah, and this is a... I've probably said... I think I've said it a million times, but it's always worth repeating about... People are like, oh, what's your solution then? It's like, well, not fucking kids. That's not a solution to a problem.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You know, so it's like, so for you to get a solution people on each side, the left and the right, have to find some common ground.
Yeah.
And fucking children is not common ground. This is not on.
They had that
This
show-
cannot be accepted.
Yeah. They had that show in America called To Catch a Predator,
Yeah.
where they would like stitch up like paedophiles. That's just going to become a dating show now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and they'll be arresting the people who set them up.
Yeah.
This is so wrong. It's unreal.
It's like, it's hard to. I know we try and keep it lighthearted and try and make jokes here and there, but it's almost I don't even can really make a joke about it.
No,
There's
no.
people puffing kids and then going, no, but I'm part of
Yeah.
I'm progressive.
Oh, this is just bizarre. This
Yeah.
is just bizarre. You can't, like I say, we can't come to a solution. We can't live in society together if one half of people are thinking it's all right to do this.
No, and it's actually, if you go on Twitter, it's actually a bit of a rabbit hole. A lot of people are for this fucking carry on.
Yeah.
There's this guy on Twitter who I came across called Harvey Delaney, and he's been tweeting a lot. He tweets a lot. He calls them maps.
Right. I was just about to say he's even got a pedo name.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
It sounds like
He sounds like a paedophile.
Yeah.
But he talks about maps, which are minor attracted people. So they're changing the term paedophile to figure. One of his tweets, he seems very pro maps, by the way. He says, "Single mums who want help raising their child but don't want a romantic partner, maps exist." Oh yeah, because that's who you want looking after your kid. Fucking registered paedophiles. I thought it was a what's it called, a parody account, but I really don't think it is. Looking at his tweets, this guy should be in jail, I think. There's a lot of people that have this opinion that just because they they can admit that they are attracted to minors, but as long as they don't carry out that sort of act. I go, no, hang yourself.
No, yeah.
Hang yourself.
That's not right.
There is a cure for paedophilia. It's on the end of a rope.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same with, like, people, I think, are trying to let people off who just have child images on their computer.
Yeah.
But they didn't actually do anything. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's pain and suffering with those fucking photos. You sick pervert. You should be in jail getting... You go in jail and get raped. How about that? Oh, no, you don't. You just pretend to be a woman.
Have I ever told you about the time that... Well, I didn't actually try and... He didn't actually try and kidnap me, but there was a weirdo trying to get me into his house.
It's funny, you know, I have a similar story, which I didn't think about until this week.
Yeah.
And I was like, I forgot all about that.
I forgot all about it as well.
Let's share stories.
Yeah, well, this would have been mid-90s. So, he was a guy dressed up as a clown. It was honestly, I'm not even joking.
Off.
I'm not even joking. I know how fucking stereotypical it is. He did, and he was on a unicycle, and I'm not shitting you. And I remember it to this day. He was on his unicycle with fucking
Pedo the clown.
Yeah, going about the housing estate, and he was asking us to go back to their house.
Huh?
Yeah, and like.
Was this a fucking dream you had?
No, this is it. This is it, and then, but because. I can't remember, we must have been about 12 maybe or something like that, you know, and we just filled him full of cheek and he just left, that was it.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, fuck off, you weirdo, get the fuck away, you know what I mean? The guy's like, oh well, maybe not mess with these little kids.
Fucking hell. That's bizarre, that's
yeah.
a weird one. Like, you're making balloon animals out of this fucking...
Yeah, well, I wasn't that far, but he just used to just go about in his unicycle and I'm like, oh fucking hell.
Even if you weren't
looking back, I was like, how if I didn't fill him, we didn't fill him with fucking cheek, you know?
If you weren't bold enough to fill him a cheek.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't even have to say dressed as a clown. As soon as he said he was on a unicycle, I'm like, paedophile.
Yeah, I totally are, yeah.
Where's it? There's no circus around here. There's
Unicycle
only
or a penny farthing, you're a pedo.
No, penny farthing's classy.
No,
that's a classy paedophile.
No way, come on.
He's not attracting kids with sweets in the back of his car. He's attracting you with
I know, it's just
lemon meringue.
It's just the symbolism of a penny farthing, isn't it? It's just the big wheel and the wee wheel. You know.
Well, what if he's on a trike? One big wheel, two little wheels.
Well,
holding them by the hands.
Yeah.
No, penny farthings are classy.
Yeah, not having it.
Come, children, let's have some smoked salmon and cucumber sandwiches. When I was younger, still living in London, I had a friend who lived 2 doors down from a guy called, I can't remember his name, just let's call him
Delaney.
Delaney. Let's call him Harvey. Yeah. Let's call him Harvey. This old guy called Harvey, who I think he was retired at this point, and lived alone. But he would quite often let kids like just hang around in his house, like from like 12 to 16 or whatever. They could just hang out there, and he used to like have it as like a place you could hang and just chill out for a bit away from your parents and all that. I can't believe I didn't remember this till in the week, but I was always kind of like don't know about this guy, but my mate who lived 2 doors down was like, oh no, he's sound, don't worry about him, I didn't say sound, in London they say safe. Oh, he's safe, bruv, don't worry, he's alright, safe. Harvey's safe. Like, I went, is he though? So one day I've been in his house because my mates went in the house, so I was in the house. And they were saying how I'm leaving soon to go live in Scotland. And he was like, oh, well, I didn't really know him this well, but he was like, oh, we should have a party for you to say goodbye. Oh, no. He's like, I'll get beers in and alcohol. And it's like, no, I'm good, man.
And we'll get some Vega boys on the stereo.
But he used to let them stay over his house as well. Yeah. And my mate was telling me, like, I was like, I'm not staying at that fucking creep's house. But my mate who lived 2 doors down, for some reason, stayed over one night. And he was sleeping in his bed.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't Michael Jackson?
No, it wasn't, no. No, he's a shit singer. But then he said, in the middle of the night, he felt like a hand touch his leg. Oh. And he just went, right, I'm leaving. And like, I'm sorry, Harvey, I've got to go. And the guy was like, why?
Oh, this is wild.
I think because there was other kids staying that night, so it wasn't. Yeah. It'd be fucking weird if it was just him on his own. But yeah. I never thought about that until recently. I went, fuck it, that guy should be in jail, man.
You should look him up.
I think at the age of like 11 or 12, it's a bad thing. That's a bad man, but you don't realise how serious it is. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember his name. And, he's probably dead now, to be honest. I mean, if he was near retired when I moved up. Yeah. There are them people out there, man. They're just fucking creeps.
Yeah, that's wild.
I always just thought he was a weirdo, but like now he would actually puff a kid. It's just, ugh.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's bizarre, isn't it?
Oh, glad I got that off my chest now.
Well, he might be in jail now, but as long as he's just changed his name to fucking Irene, he can go in a women's jail and he'll be alright.
Anyway, Hannibal Jr.
Hannibal Jr., sorry, yeah. We kind of...
a wee therapy session there, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, again, I honestly, I must have put a mental block on that story.
You were a lot closer to getting poofed than me.
I was in a paedophile's house. Yeah. He's den. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have the fortune of seeing a clown on the unicycle. That guy's definitely a creep.
Yeah. I read the warning signs.
Yeah, straight away. Your one's like a fucking movie. Yeah. Saying. Right. Anyway, this person, so fucking Sophie Eastwood, been in jail for 17 years, thinks that she'd be released if she wasn't trans, which is obviously not true. Someone said SPS, which is, what is the SPS? Scottish Prison Service, sorry. SPS source replied, we're talking about Sophie, Eastwood is a complex person and intelligent, but she is pretty demanding on the resources of the prison and enjoys being the centre of attention. She might just be an attention seeker, they added. Yeah, no fucking shit. Even so, the idea of being given proper consideration for human rights reasons is required. So, yeah, Eastwood's been taking testosterone blockers and has been in a women's prison since 2018. She said she is sorry for killing Mr. Algie and regrets it every day. I was naive, immature, and thought that killing my cellmate would get me sectioned and I'd spend the rest of my life in hospital being looked after. So she was in prison anyway for drunk driving, I think it was. Driving under the influence. But she killed her inmate, and that's why she got a life sentence. She's just a creep, basically.
She was immature when she killed. You see, that's the difference between a sane person and an normal person. Because when I was immature, I gave pedos cheek.
Yeah.
And when they're immature, they kill people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do anything.
He
I
kills people.
wouldn't kill someone and go, I'm naive and immature.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just naive and immature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But these people, it's even more creepy, like pretending to be a young person, like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Than just like these men who trans to start identifying as women and take advantage of that are obviously creeps anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like,
yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah, and there's no words off limit for describing these people.
no, I don't think so. I think if you're offended by anything we say about these people, then you should have a look at yourself. 'Cause the real offensive stuff is what this person's doing.
Yeah.
I always find that funny, you know, when someone will be fucking horrible to someone and you'll call them a name that they don't agree with and they get offended by you using that word.
Yeah, yeah.
You go, the fuck?
I don't know.
They've just killed someone.
Yeah.
That's way more offensive.
Mm.
Yeah, or like these men who become women and rape girls. And you go, that's a fucking man. They go, you have to respect the pronouns.
Yeah.
I don't respect the pronouns of a fucking rapist.
Yeah.
There's a boundary.
Yeah. What about the rights of the person that they raped? You know.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't give a fuck about that.
Stick it up your arse.
Stick
If you're defending these people, you should fucking go hang yourself.
Yeah.
Basically, it riles me up.
Yeah, get that rope long enough for both ears.
Yeah.
But that isn't the only transgender story this week.
No.
It's not even the only transgender prison story.
Mm-hmm. In
This
trans news this week.
So yeah, we should do it. Transgender. So this is in New Jersey this time in America, but a transgender inmate, so male to female again, admits to impregnating 2 inmates in an all-women's prison in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. And you go, what is going on?
That's unusual because what he's a woman who's attracted to women and he has a dick.
Well, this is the problem.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like
I think
you can't wrap your head around
you
the
sound
logic.
like a man.
It's yeah. Oh, you're a woman. Yeah. Whose baby that? What's mine? Oh, you giving birth to it? No.
No.
So how I fucked the woman and with my penis. Oh, you're the woman with the penis, yeah. This is what happens when you start fucking just making up shit and bending the rules. Nothing makes sense.
I can't believe the law has fallen in line with the whims of these people.
The law has fallen in line with this because they're worried about offending people.
You know what? Fuck their feelings.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck them.
Because I lost my train of thought there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't change the law to save the feelings of one person when it puts the feelings of other
risk.
people.
A risk, yeah. As Ben Shapiro said.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
And it's true.
Well said, Mr.
Well said,
Shapiro.
Mr. Shapiro. I mean, I don't agree with everything you say, because you say facts that don't care about your feelings, but you wear a yarmulke everywhere. So that's a bit debatable, but... So Demetrius Minor, now identifying as Demi, impregnated the woman inside the walls of Edna Correctional Facility in Clinton, New Jersey's only all-women's facility. Minor admitted online that she is responsible for both pregnancies. Again, using the pronouns again. Minor also complained that all 3 inmates are now being held in solitary confinement. I had to get away from you fucking creep.
Oh, Jesus.
Imagine banging on the doors. Let me in! I want to rape him!
This is just a long line of stories that are going to come out of this. Carry on.
This prison now has 27 trans prisoners.
Does it?
So 27 men pretending to be women.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, they might not all be pretending. Some of them might generally have that. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about these people that take advantage of it.
Yeah. You don't really hear about these stories in the media either. They all get stuffed in a fucking media black hole, never to be fucking...
You've just taken your hat off. For anyone listening, Andy came up here after just like getting out of the shower, and he looks like the Undertaker from wrestling. His hair's still wet, but he just took his hat off, and his hat underneath is like bone dry, but like at the bottom it's all wet. You look really, you look like one of the paedophiles.
Yes, but
you come up on your unicycle.
No, I just don't. I'm a penny farthing.
Sorry, as you're saying, yeah, you don't see this news in the mainstream media.
Yeah,
it's like they're scared to report on it.
Yeah, it's the exact same in America with that New York attack. You know, the guy that attacked them.
What was that again?
I think the guy stuffed on. He put a gas mask on and then let off a smoke bomb and then just started shooting people.
Oh, like a mass shooting, right?
He never killed anybody though.
He's not very good then.
No, he's not very good. Well, I think. Yeah, he couldn't really see after he let off the smoke bomb, and then he just started shooting it. But he injured about 19 people, but he didn't kill anybody.
Sure.
Yeah, and then as soon as they found out that he was black,
oh really?
The media like that, scrap it.
Ah, of course, yeah.
As they always do. Let's
I've
not talk about that.
I've noticed that when the criminal is black, they don't put a picture in the paper anymore.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Yeah. And the guy had like people went on his, like proper journalists went on his. Social media and that, and just white hatred.
Oh, well, he was white hatred.
Yeah, so that's why the media didn't report on it. You see,
because white people are the bad guys, aren't they? Yeah.
There you go.
You know what? If you're in America and you want to mass shoot a bunch of people, how shit are you if you can't do it with a gun? Like, how hard can it be?
I know. Just do it the traditional way. Climb a clock tower. And do it. Don't let off a smoke bomb on a fucking train in a subway.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Well, how can you not kill people in a subway? You're already packed in like sardines.
Yeah.
You've got to do a couple 360s. You've got them all.
Well, you let off that smoke bomb. That's what you should do next time there's a mass shooting. Everybody just vape like fuck, and nobody will die. Just vape and just blind them.
Oh, that'd be like the end of like the horror movie where he's got to get away from the bad guy. When Joe goes to smoke, run out of battery. Fuck.
Yeah.
Trying to run around and find a charger.
So.
Sorry, I'm picking my nose. I got the hay fever.
So that's well, could be mistaken for COVID.
No, I got bronchitis. That's what I say now. I just go, no, I've got bronchitis. Do you want to go through the first victim of this trans woman, Demetrius Minor? Well, okay, here's the first one. According to the Daily Mail, so I don't know how refutable this is, one of the pregnant women has been identified as 31-year-old Latonia Bellamy.
Yeah.
Bellamy is serving life for the brutal murder of Michael Michioki, 27, and Nia Hack, 25, who were robbed and killed in New Jersey City by Bellamy, her cousin Shaquan Bellamy, and Demelia Lawrence. After the couple returned to their engagement party and unloaded gifts from their car at 3 a.m.
You don't owe them any respect to get their real names. So don't worry about it. To pronounce their names properly.
I know, yeah, I was really trying there, but I'm not being funny, but black people's names are hard to read. Yeah. They just are, because you think they're going one way and then they go the other.
Yeah, no, it's just... Nothing wrong with Leroy. That's the name. It doesn't get mentioned a lot, does it?
Who do you think spells worse? Rappers or tech companies? But this what's her name? Fucking Latonia. Yeah. That's a fucking terrible name, by the way. She admits that she weren't raped. She fell in love with this guy.
This guy that identifies as a woman.
This guy that identifies as a woman. She said, "I was not raped, nor was I forced to do anything that I did not want to do. Despite it not being permitted, I fell in love and had consensual sex with a woman who is trans. Consensual sex is a prohibited act in Edna Mayhan, which is, I guess that's the area that they're in." Yeah. Of course it's prohibited. The inmates aren't meant to fuck each other. You're meant to be there to serve time.
Yeah.
A bad time. You can't go around fucking each other. And this is the problem. You can't have a man in a woman's prison making all the women pregnant.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
And what exactly is going to happen with those babies?
Well, I mean, that's it. They're going to be... Surely they're taken away from the mothers. This woman's serving a life sentence for fucking killing 2 people.
So she's not getting out.
No, she's not getting out, and she can't look after a kid. Demetrius Minor's not going to look after him.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously it's a baby already from a broken home, I guess. Just typical, isn't it? Typical in the black community. The dad's not around to look after the baby. No, I mean that's a kid that's going to grow up in foster care, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't go around making all the women pregnant. So Demetrius Minor, the guy, the father, but you can't. Can you call it a father? Because it's not a man. So it's just 2 mothers.
Well, he is a man. Yeah.
So the mother who got the other mother pregnant. Like if you're talking about woke terms, is that how you got to talk about it?
I don't know. I try not to get my head round.
Yeah.
Then I try not fall
See,
into
this
that,
is
fall
naive.
into that trap.
This is naive. What I'm talking about here, not what that trans killer fucking thingy was doing.
Yeah.
So Demi Minor is serving 30 years to life for killing Theotis Butts, not a very good name either, who was his foster father, only 16 years old. So there's a picture of before him and after. I mean, all he's done is shave his beard and put on thick eyebrows.
Put a bit of eyeshadow on, look.
I've seen less
Honestly.
manly men in the NBA.
Make a fucking effort. Fucking... Dennis Rodman was fucking more feminine than that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is bizarre.
They get away with it.
Yeah.
So Demetrius Minor, so he killed his foster father. He ran to New York. He was also convicted of carjacking. He approached a couple whose infant son was in their Pontiac Grand Prix at the time and pointed the Glock 45 in the woman's face. The couple got their baby out of the car before Minor sped away with it. So these are reprehensible people. So Minor is said to have started her male to female transition in 2020 and was transferred out of male prison system in Mahon, where she is now a prisoner. So this is, you know what I mean? It's so obvious that this is playing the system. Here's a funny bit. Since becoming incarcerated, Demi has turned her life around, becoming sort of a jailhouse lawyer, advocating for other prisoners and representing her unit in the inmate liaison committee. Turning her life around by becoming a deadbeat mum for free.
Yeah. There's no turning around from that.
No, there isn't. It's just fucked up, isn't it? When's it going to end, though? Like, how far can we go and just keep accepting it?
I don't know.
Is every woman in that prison going to get pregnant? Apart from him?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll just keep doing the podcast and just laughing our way through the fall of society.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing we can do, obviously, but fuck me, man. It doesn't.
And again, we can't come up with a solution until we find common ground.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a solution.
Yeah, this is not right. Yeah, this is not right.
This is not a solution.
Yeah.
This is not working. Change it. Yeah. Oh, it's a weird world, isn't it? A weird old world indeed.
Bizarre. Have we got any happier stories this week?
Well, no, I do have a happy story. Do you want to go into a happy story first? Because I've got some more things that annoy you.
Okay, on you go then.
Well, which one?
Just annoy me then. We'll finish off on a happy one.
Oh, okay, right. How do you feel about movie remakes? Especially of classic movies.
Terrible idea.
Terrible idea. What do you think about an LGBT remake of Fight Club?
I hate lack of originality.
Yeah.
But this is all Hollywood does, though. This is all Hollywood do. They just rehash good things and make them shit.
At the moment, it's what was popular 30 years ago, and let's remake it now. Yeah, they remake everything. I love it when they flop.
Yes, and that's what happened because everything woke.
Nobody wants it. Yeah. Let's take Ghostbusters, a fucking much loved comedy from the 80s, and remake it with all women, who at the same time slag off their audience by calling them incels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even a fan of Ghostbusters, but you don't do that.
Yeah. It's just what else has been remade? Well, the Star Wars carry on as well.
It's just boring.
Yeah,
I never liked Star Wars.
They've milked that to hell, haven't they?
I've tried to get Star Wars
Disney
so many
have
times.
ran that into the ground.
Disney are fucking. They're what's the term? They're a bit gross with it all, actually.
Yeah. Not that I watch Star Wars anyway.
No, I've tried to get into it. I'm like, this is not very good.
It's not my thing.
I liked The Mandalorian. I watched that. That was pretty good. Because it was more like a Western than actual Star Wars.
Until they got rid of Gina Carano.
Gina Carano, because she said...
I bet you a lot of people went off after that, didn't they?
I think so, yeah. Disney's stocks are plummeting. Plus they're pro-pedophile. That doesn't help.
This is true.
So, yeah, Disney got rid of Gina Carano because she tweeted about...
I'd love her to choke me out.
Oh, she'd fuck you up. She'd really fuck you up.
Oof.
Big arm on her, like. But she tweeted how conservatives nowadays are similar to the Jews in Nazi Germany.
Is that what it was? Or was that long ago? I can't remember.
No, but yeah, because like in Hollywood especially, you can't be conservative. You have to be very liberal.
Yeah.
And she was saying that in Germany, what they used to do, what the Germans used to do, the Nazi Party, they would get the public to turn on the Jews by getting them saying, like, basically running the narrative that they're okay to be picked on and stuff like that. And if you look at it, like, calling someone a Republican in America is pretty, like, seen as an insult almost. I don't agree with the comparison, but that's what she did. So they fired her for it.
Yeah, but just like a few months earlier, a year earlier, her co-star, he tweeted something similar, and then none happened to him.
Pedro Pascal.
That's him, right?
Yeah. Pedro Pascal tweeted, it was back when Trump was in power.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was,
there were kids at the border.
Yeah.
And he tweeted that this is just like the kids in, the Jews, the Jewish kids in concentration camps. He didn't know that the picture he tweeted was actually taken when Obama was in charge. I mean, that's a fuck up.
Yeah, it's dumbass anyway.
Exactly.
Dumbass move.
Dumbass move.
Just jumping on it.
Yeah.
It's the same with all that story. Remember the stories about them, the stories that they were whipping people and that.
Riding horseback, whipping people.
No, the guy was just controlling the horse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's the reins that you're seeing. Honestly, fucking unreal.
But it doesn't matter. Once they publish a story, that's it out.
Yeah.
And hardly anyone looks at the facts of it.
Yeah.
See Biden in the week. He was doing another interview. He turned to shake someone's hand, and there was just no one there.
Like the invisible mask.
Just confused like fuck.
Yeah.
That guy's got fucking dementia, man.
Oh yeah. And the media are just sort of cover it up, but like, and you go on that. Okay, you ever been on Snopes before?
No.
Oh, don't go on that. That's just pure left wing. It's like,
is it?
Yeah, it's like a fact checking thing, right?
Oh, okay.
And they like put up like say a story like say Joe Biden. It's like did Joe Biden turn around to shake somebody's hand, and they're like debunked, and then they just make up some bullshit about it.
But we've seen the video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like yeah.
So they
don't believe what you saw. Right. I can't. They just make up something. Like I don't know if they've done that with the Joe Biden thing, but I'm just giving you an example of what they do.
So they just say debunked about anything, and then
Don't we tell you a little bit of background on Snopes, right?
Yeah, please.
It was a man and a wife who set up the website. The guy split up with his wife and goes with a hooker, so him and hooker run it now.
Oh right.
Right, so there you go. That's
a
little bit of background on Snopes.
I mean,
So
fair play
there's a hooker running that.
Fair play to the hooker. Talk about falling upward.
Yeah.
Poor wife. What's she doing now?
I have no idea.
She a hooker? They switch places.
Probably, yeah. That's all I know. So
No, I've heard of some. I've never used it or anything.
It's good for a laugh though.
Good for a laugh.
Good
Oh,
for
just
a
because
laugh.
it's so
Yeah.
left wing.
Yeah.
Some left wing thing you see, you're like, that can't be real.
Mm-hmm.
So bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like this.
Like a parrot, like a Babylon Bee headline, isn't it?
Yeah, but they become real.
Yeah.
I saw a Babylon Bee tweet after they were banned. Someone tweeted on behalf of them saying, the leader of ISIS or the Taliban, I think it was. Say it was the Taliban. The leader of the Taliban has been banned from Twitter after retweeting a Babylon Bee headline.
Oh.
So there's going to be an LGBT remake of Fight Club, apparently.
No, I'm not.
How'd
One
you
of
feel
my
about that?
favourite movies. No.
And based on a book,
Yeah.
you know.
No thanks.
So they say it's a class, like a remake of Fight Club. I don't know if it's exactly, but I think it's...
Is it LGBT friendly originally? Anyway, Meatloaf had tits in it.
Meatloaf had his name was Robert Palmer.
Yeah. So it can't be any more inclusive than that.
Yeah, but they beat up that poof Jared Leto.
Yeah.
So that's the downside.
Is he gay?
I don't know. He looks gay. I just don't like him.
Oh,
I'm not saying anyone I like is gay. Like anyone I don't like is gay. We'll delete that. We'll cut that out.
Jared Leto.
No, apparently there's going to be a remake of Fight Club, which is going to be starring...
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I don't know her name. Kaya Gerber, who is Cindy Crawford's daughter. Well-known actress, I guess. The film's going to be called Bottoms.
What?
Yeah. So apparently it's going to be loosely based on the book. But the sounds of it, it's not based on it at all. But it's going to have all the same beats as Fight Club. Like the rules you can't say, you can't talk about, etc. The movie centres on two queer, unpopular girls who start a fight club in their senior year of school to impress and have sex with cheerleaders. Well, that doesn't sound creepy at all, does it? Oof.
That sounds terrible.
That sounds awful.
Are Hollywood just determined just to lose money? Is that what they're trying here?
They're really trying to go bankrupt, aren't they?
Yeah.
I tweeted about this, and I got a wee reply, which the guy didn't. I don't think the guy got what I was getting at. So it was the Real Daily Wire that tweeted this. That's how I saw it. So they said LGBT remakes of Fight Club are in the works. I said the fight in Fight Club will replace with a different F word.
Right.
I think you can guess what word I was getting at.
Right.
Ends in T.
Yeah.
Someone replied, "The Fisting Club." I don't know if this has a good ring to it. I think he's a gay man. I just said, fisting. He said, sorry, the Fisting Club. I don't know if that's a good way. Sorry. I'm fucking up my own thing here.
I know, you're reading your own writing.
So the guy replied, "The Fisting Club. I don't know if it has a good ring to it." I said, "It's a good way to lose a couple rings."
Oh. I wasn't actually on Twitter this week. I was away on holiday, so I was having a wee break.
Oh yeah?
A wee break from the
Was it nice?
Yeah, it was nice, yeah.
I've literally just seen something before. I will go into... I want you to talk about your time off, but...
Okay.
I've just seen something I thought I should bring up. London Park could be renamed after Dion Abbott after Slavery Review.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Is there a less worthy person to have a park named after her than that fucking sack of shit?
Words fail me.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
It did, like the whole world revolved around slavery at one point.
Yeah, of course it did. Yeah. Not just European slavery,
Yeah.
African slavery, Asian slavery, Chinese slavery. It's just the way the world was.
Yeah. And we have moved on from that.
These slaves didn't grind in the cotton fields day in, day out to have a park named after Dion Abbott.
I don't know. I you know what? Some days I wish I had a slave though.
Oh,
Just to do some work around the house, you know.
you know what? Every day you got to cook and do the dishes. Oh, it's never ending.
Yeah, bring back slavery.
You know what? I'm a proprietor.
I don't care what colour my slave is, as long as he does the job.
Yeah, I don't care if they're black,
Yeah,
Chinese,
I
not
didn't-
white, but you know what I mean.
I'm not discriminating against slaves.
Man, woman, child,
Yeah.
trans age, I don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Just cook my breakfast.
Incorrect. For a pittance.
No, not pittance. You don't pay him anything.
Oh well, okay then. Yeah, fair enough then. I was being generous there, but never mind.
You're talking about a butler. You don't want a butler. You had some time off.
Yeah, I just went away down to Glasgow, you know, school holidays and that, you know. Went down.
Easter.
Mhm.
Easter holidays. Did you roll an egg?
I don't know if I didn't, not me personally.
Why was that so hard to think about? It's
No,
Easter's
because
day.
I couldn't remember if the wife did it with the kids. or
Oh,
not.
right, okay.
Yeah. And that was so. I had no part of this.
No part of this paint and egg stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
What?
Painted an egg and rolled it?
Yeah, when I was younger.
I've never done it.
You know,
Ever.
you've not lived. You were in a pedo's house, so.
I was at Vito's house.
Did he not do it with you?
Nearly rolling his eggs
Yeah. Did you?
in my bumhole.
I can't believe you didn't let you paint eggs when you said Sunday.
Painted his
You're
fucking...
too busy trying to get a carry out of a disco going. Yeah, I did when I was younger. I did all the Sunday school shit, you know.
No. I used to go to Sunday school
Me too, eh?
when I was like 11 or 12. No, actually not that late. 9 or 10 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believed in all that shit for a long time.
Oh, eh.
I was like,
Well, of course you do when you're younger. You
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
in.
if I didn't want to do a chore or like a simple thing like I pick up some rubbish,
Yeah.
I'd go, Jesus would. And that would motivate me to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird what you do when you're a kid there.
Maybe that's what's wrong with society. Maybe it is a lack of belief in God.
Maybe we need to go back to religious stuff. We are a Christian podcast, remember?
Yeah. I found God again.
You found God again, exactly.
Yeah. Mhm. Maybe that's it. Maybe
That's it.
maybe a healthy fear in God will stop you dyeing your hair blue and pretending that you're a woman.
Because you know what? This woke stuff is basically a religion because they all fear being cancelled now.
Mhm.
And that's why they pick on other people. So maybe they need to stop their fear from being cancelled and called out to a fear in God, and that will help him
Mhm.
be back in line. There are too many lost souls out there, Andy.
Mhm. Too many.
Too many. They need to be fixed.
Mhm. You all need God.
Thank you for coming to our Sunday service
Yeah.
this Easter.
Yeah.
Remember, Jesus rolled the stone away.
Mhm. So.
Yeah, there's some funny stories in the Bible. Do you know much about the Old Testament? Have you heard of the Tower of Babel?
I don't know.
No, it's a
Come on.
stupid. It's stupid.
Go on then.
But
Humour me.
so in the Bible, in the Old
It's
Testament,
even more stupid than Noah putting every single animal on a boat,
Well, it's
and,
al-
they didn't eat it,
it's
and,
almost-
they didn't eat each other.
well, it's on par with it in a way.
Yeah.
So a way for them to explain how different languages
Mhm.
are in the world, considering we all come from fucking Adam and Eve.
Mhm.
There's a tower called the Tower of Babel,
Mhm.
and everyone lived in this massive tower,
Mhm.
and they all spoke to each other. Like millions and millions of people lived in this tower,
Mhm.
and God did not like this because
Mhm.
He made this beautiful earth, and
Mhm.
everyone should explore the earth.
Mhm.
So He was like, everyone get out the tower and go exploring, and they
Mhm.
refused to do it. So what He did was He made everyone in that tower speak differently from each other, just like snap His fingers. Now no one can understand anyone, and then they
A bit mean.
yeah, well, he's a mean man, wasn't he? He killed his son for no reason. He flooded the world. He'll do anything, God. But yeah, he was like, ah, fuck it. None of you are speaking. None of you understand each other anymore. So Babel became Babel, and that's where we get the term Babel from.
Just like a pub nowadays, isn't it? There's a pub on a Friday night, isn't it?
Pints, yeah. So that forced everyone to spread around the world because they couldn't understand each other anyway. They went, I'm not fucking living next door to that guy.
Yeah, and that's how language is born.
That's how language was born. Yeah.
Wow.
What a load of old shite.
Well, there you go. But the thing, right? I get, like, people believe in God, and that's entirely. I always think that's entirely up to them. You want to do that, you do that. But it's like they jump through like they do like mental gymnastics to try and make it make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
It doesn't make sense. I'm sorry.
no,
Yeah.
It's just doesn't make any sense to me.
Well,
I couldn't. I just can't bring myself to believe that there's a higher being.
It's like the Noah Ark story.
But I get the religion thing, but it's not for me.
I get why people believe in it. I do
Yeah.
get that. I didn't
Yeah.
used to. I go, why would any idiot believe in it? But I do
Yeah.
get it. But yeah, I can't believe in something that I don't believe in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I go, well, how does that work?
Yeah.
Oh, the power of God.
Yeah. And people are like, yeah, but God told me, and I'm like, no, you told yourself. And when you're in your mind, when you make a decision, that's you that's making that decision.
Yeah, and
that's nobody else.
And then who told you? Oh, my priest told me. Who told him?
Yeah. It's
Like
that.
Nobody.
Yeah.
He's talking to no one.
And if for some reason you had an accident and you survived, that was just by chance. That's nobody intervened with that.
Yeah, I find it really funny when people get out of hospital after having like cancer or a tumour or something.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, thank God. I think the doctors would go, you cheeky motherfucker.
Ah, I know. Yeah.
I've been in surgery for you for 8 hours removing that fucking tumour from your bollock.
Yeah, if I was a paramedic and there was some guy and pulled out an accident or something like that, and he's like,
you've got half a head missing.
And he's praying. I'll be like, oh, you're praying, all right then. Just wheel him into the cathedral and we'll leave him there. Yeah.
Get that priest to spring some holy water on you. You'll be right as rain. So.
Yeah.
I mean, what am I doing wasting my time driving around this ambulance and all you have to do is pray 5 times?
It keeps people going, so.
It'll keep some people going, yeah. Sometimes, sometimes...
People always say they get if you're not religious, like non-believers are like so unhappy and that. Like,
oh, right.
I don't believe, and I'm happy as fuck.
I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, it's just, people measure happiness differently, you know?
It's because they can't be happy without God, so they can't imagine it.
Yeah.
Or they'll say, where do you get your morals from? I go, well, I treat people how I want to be treated.
Yeah, it's as simple as that, yeah.
I don't need to have God to tell me that.
But but religious people sort of checkmated that as well. It comes from the Ten Commandments, so it was written there first. I was like, somebody else would have written it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We wouldn't have been living in tribes and fucking going around stabbing each other for and up until now. Somebody else would have written that.
But the commandments also don't put kids. You know what I mean? It doesn't say anything about no slavery.
Yeah.
It doesn't even say you can't eat your fellow person. We just know not to do that.
Yeah.
I also think if you're being moral because you think you'll get a better life after you die, you're not really moral then, are you? You're doing it for a reward.
Yeah. You're being good because
you're trying to fake out God.
Yeah, you're being good because you fear punishment.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same.
You should be good for
because you want to be good.
The sake of being good.
Yeah.
Because it's the right thing to do.
We're in dangerous territory because we're a Christian podcast.
I don't know. I've just talked myself out of believing.
Oh, it's the priest. Pope's at the door.
Oh, anyway.
So Fight Club version, a gay Fight Club version isn't going to be as good.
No.
Rule number 1, do not talk about Fight Club. Rule number 2, always use lube.
Yeah. Oh, no, just leave that movie alone. That's the Fight Club and Departed are the ones for me. They're my favourite movies.
Departed's a remake of a Japanese film.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't actually know that.
It is, yeah. But it's not. But if it was gay...
right. Yeah, I'm just sort of my hair. It's just all in my face.
Jesus Christ, boy.
Yeah, I know because it's just going everywhere. I don't know what it is. I need to tie my hair up.
You got product in your hair.
Yeah, it's going. I'm seeing it. It's all over my glasses.
Do you oil your beard and everything?
I oil my beard. Yeah.
It looks well oiled.
It is.
You put your hat on backwards. You're like fucking Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, I'll help them with it.
We don't care if you don't care.
Just keep rolling. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a red hat on today. Not my MAGA hat today. No, it's just a.
Oh, your fuck Joe Biden one.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, that was it. All my hair was in my face. It was just. Right. Next story. What we up?
Oh yeah, this is a story about dogs. And they should be going on a vegan diet for their own health.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, apparently so.
Says who?
It says some fucking nutty, crazy people. It says Greta, probably. How dare you?
Shut up. They know this is a load of shite.
I would like to feed my dog meat.
How dare you?
No. This is, again, veganism is a part of the downfall of society. Because we're going to get all this this lab meat. Remember we talked about that?
Oh yeah, I'm not having. Listen, I'll eat only vegetables and fruit before I eat fucking lab meat. I'm not eating lab. Oh, it's good for you, is it? Meat grown in a fucking lab? Don't
I
think
would
so.
rather eat a kebab just barely warm out the bin than eat one of that lab grown meat.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. I'm not eating fucking beef that was born in a petri dish.
Yeah.
Did you say petri or petri?
Petri, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my English. This is Andrew Knight of the University of Winchester. He's found that while animals on raw meat diets appear to be healthier than those on vegan diets, several factors prevented them from concluding raw meat diets are healthier.
You just had to end
He's
that.
just destroying his own argument.
You just had to end that the first paragraph there, mate, and just finish your research. That was it.
In the words of Eyeball Paul, these blaggers are pants.
He just undermined all the research in the first sentence.
Oh my god. Researchers found that overall dogs on conventional diets were less healthy than dogs on raw meat or vegan diets. Alright, but then he goes on to say that raw meat diets appeared to be healthier than those on vegan diets. What a fucking moron. How can an animal live off... It's an animal, you know what I mean?
That's animal cruelty.
Dogs came from wolves. They're not eating fucking vegetables. Or nut roast. Same as cats. They try to do this to cats. It's vegan cats. People that think cats should be vegan. You know, no, that's a fucking killer. That brings dead birds and mice to your door. Don't bring fucking carrots.
See these vegan people who want to feed their animals vegan food.
Yeah.
These are people who can't have children, so they can't trans their child into being.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is exactly that sort of people.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, I'm on to something there. Research that.
You ever see a kid who, like an 8-year-old who's a vegan? Oh, the most unhealthy looking thing ever.
Yeah.
Depressed, bags under their eyes.
And their parents are insufferable cunts.
Oh, of course they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a growing kid. You need the nutrients. You can't give a kid fucking calcium pills at the age of 8 because you're not getting their fucking milk and cheese.
Yeah. But this is the thing. Everything's bad for you. That's why you have to have a balanced diet.
Exactly.
Eat too much fruit, it's not good for you. You know? Too much meat, not good for you.
Although, there is what they call the Carnivore Diet. Have you seen anything about that? I've never tried it myself.
Yeah, that is but that's for people who've got illnesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point, actually. You probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have it if you were a fine and fit healthy person.
Yeah, I can eat anything.
You can eat anything? You can. You're one of those cunts who doesn't put on weight. It's really annoying.
I know, I really don't do much either.
No, you don't run or anything.
I would rather starve myself for a couple of days and do a bit of exercise.
Most people think you have.
Yeah.
Well, I am completely opposite.
Just skip a few meals now and again. A bit intermittent fasting, you know, that's how you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that for a while. It is actually quite beneficial.
Yeah, some days I won't eat anything until like after 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
Oh, I'm the same. I don't have breakfast on a normal day. The thing is, I realised I can't cut everything out, like carbs completely. Because after like 4 or 5 days, I really crave it. And then I'm like fucking... I go like fucking berserk on a... I don't know what. On a portion of chips or something.
Just get the carbs in.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, these people that have pets and they want their pets to be vegan, why don't they just get
a tortoise?
Get
a fucking tortoise. Yeah,
a guinea pig. You know, don't get a carnivore animal or an omnivore like a dog and restrict it to one thing.
Yeah, but even a tortoise would be like, oh, I'm living with a vegan. I've got 100 years of this shit.
Well, you wouldn't, because the vegan won't live to be 100.
Well, I suppose I've got fucking 30 years of this, however long. I think midgets live longer than vegans.
The worst vegan midget. Oh,
No.
dead. Dead before they're 10.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. Get yourself a parrot or something.
Hey, birds are stupid though. You know?
I don't know. What kind of bird are you talking about?
Like a parakeet or something.
African grey parrot? No way.
That'll give you diseases.
Oh, African grey parrot?
Yeah.
What?
Parrot cough.
What?
Parrot lung.
Uh,
They don't
no.
give you some sort of disease, parrots?
I don't know. Do they?
I don't know. I thought they gave you like a
I
lung
wasn't planning
condition.
fucking it.
Don't they give you some lung disease?
I think all birds would die. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if your tongue
What
gets a bird.
from their droppings or what? Is that?
I don't know. It's not just the air. I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I'm not a scientist.
Maybe that's what Joe Biden. A bird shot at him this week.
Is he dead?
Did you see that? Yeah.
But Joe Biden. I think that's Joe Rogan.
No, a bird.
A bird shot on his chest.
Yeah. On yeah. Did you see it?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, a bird shot. One of that government drones shot at him.
A bird shot on his chest when his son Hunter pays prostitutes for that usually.
No, I think grey parrot can mimic any sound it hears.
Eddie,
Mm-hmm.
that's impressive. Ever seen the lyra bird?
Nope.
That's a similar one. Like it mimics sounds it hears, and because it's like a lot of deforestation in the area, it can mimic like chainsaws and stuff.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
But if I was to have one bird, if I was to have one, I'd want a raven. They're pretty clever as well.
They are actually, yeah. Ravens and crows are pretty good.
They look fucking awesome as
They're
well.
massive, a raven.
Yeah. I actually seen some.
What about that noise?
When I was at a zoo this week and I saw a big raven, I was like, I could see myself holding on to one of them.
There was ravens in the zoo.
Yeah.
It's not a very good zoo, is it?
Yeah. Why? You have birds.
A raven, though.
Birds are animals.
It's too like domestic, isn't it?
No.
Why do you have it next to the pigeon exhibit?
Have you ever seen the ravens in London Tower?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
them? That's what
Tower
I've
of
heard.
London.
Tower of London, aye. What did I call it?
London Tower.
London Tower. Got it wrong way around.
London Tower
Dyslexic.
Heights, yeah. Yeah, they're chained.
That's what I was first fascinated when I saw one of them in years
Because they
ago.
were chained up.
Yeah, and then I was like, I could cut about with one of them on my shoulder.
Did you know about that noise they make? That's so annoying. That
I wouldn't mind that.
every morning.
That'd be cool. I would just be like a Viking just wandering about with a raven on my shoulder.
I'd have an emu.
An emu?
Yeah.
Why would you want one of them?
Because I could just walk it around. It'd be cool, yeah. No one's going to fuck with you if you've got an emu.
Remember that video? Of the it's a classic internet video of the guy who was some guy was filming him walking his emu,
No.
and there was some young boy shouted out the window to him. I can't remember now. Is it the guy's like he shouted something to him. The young boy's like that, and the old guy sounds fucking it's whatever. It's like it's an emu or something like that. You know, the guys are just gutting themselves laughing.
I've never seen that.
Oh, you have. It's a classic. It's an internet classic.
Will we get it?
Yeah, if
reckon?
you want. We should be able to find it. It's one of them ones that was like, I can't believe you've not seen. This is like that Scottish mum.
Disgusting!
Yeah, that one. See, I've never heard of that one.
I can't believe you hadn't heard of that one.
This is what's his name? And he shouts his name or something.
Is this it? Man walks emu down the
Yeah,
street.
that's
Oh, that
it.
guy looks like a fucking paedophile.
Yeah, just
Just play it?
Yeah, play it. Honestly.
Alright, and hopefully there's not a fucking advert, otherwise I'll have to cut that out. But what? That's the Pornhub music.
Hey? What the fuck? Oh, man, bro! You're walking a fucking ostrich, you daft cunt! It's an emu! Let's have a look at it.
Fucking hell.
She's a beauty, isn't she?
It's an heat.
Oh, is it?
That's waters.
You're fucked up,
I can't believe you don't remember.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. That guy was covered in emu shit. You see what I mean?
It's like
I want to see that again. Hold on.
you're walking an ostrich, you daft cunt.
She's a beauty, isn't she?
Shit, all of it.
It's
It's in a heap.
Oh, is it?
It's in a heap.
You're fucked
What
up,
is?
you
Is this-
asshole. You're fucked up, you.
Fucking hell. That guy's great.
What are you walking an ostrich for, you daft cunt?
It's an emu. Your name's Morris.
not the fact.
Asshole.
He's more offended that he called it an ostrich rather than calling him a cunt.
Yeah. What's he doing knocking around with an emu in what? I don't know where he was.
In England somewhere, anyway.
Yorkshire.
Yeah. So there you go.
No, I've never seen that.
That's a classic, that one.
That's pretty funny. I've never seen that. It's an emu.
Oh, well. Got sidetracked there again.
I don't even know what we're talking about. Vegan animals.
Vegan animals. Yeah. Not on.
No.
Not on.
A big no from me.
Yeah.
You have a dog, give it a balanced diet.
Mm-hmm.
You have a cat, give it a balanced diet, which is pretty much a carnivore diet.
Mm-hmm. Because I'll just wither and die.
It will do. It'll be. You'll see its bones on the side like those fucking rescue dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel so bad for those dogs. You see their ribs.
I know. Can you see what they're doing in China with the dogs and the cats?
Oh my god, horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, if you live in Shanghai just now, fuck me. I mean, you won't be able to listen to this because your government won't allow you.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking hell,
Wild,
people killing
eh?
themselves and everything.
Yeah. But, you seen that? The photos of the cats all bagged up and that just by the side of the road.
So, for anyone listening, yeah, what you're referring to is those videos in Shanghai, where, because they're major lockdowns, they've got bags full of cats and dogs that they round up. If you have COVID over there, they take your pets away.
Mm-hmm.
What's the logic there?
Yeah, well, but at least the Chinese know how to kill a cat, you know what I mean? Put it in a sack, throw it in the river, that's what they'll do.
They're not throwing in the river, they
Not
fucking
like-
chop
not-
them and eat it.
Not like the guy who tried to shoot, remember that
Tried
a
to
few
shoot-
episodes back?
He only tried to shoot fucking 8 puppies, and
Yeah.
one of the puppies shot him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
China just what?
That's just, they'll be getting chopped up and then
Put in the sweet and sour.
Yeah, it'll be in some fucking market.
Apparently that's where they're saying cat out the bag came from.
Is it?
You know when you let the cat out the bag?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Is it?
back in the olden days,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when. But,
Days gone by.
yeah. You go to a butcher,
Mm-hmm.
and the butcher would have a bag, like a mobile butcher,
Mm-hmm.
would have a bag full of meat,
Mhm.
and you'd buy the meat from them.
Mhm.
But sometimes they would trade out pork or beef for cat meat,
Mhm.
because there were a lot of stray cats.
Mm-hmm.
And they would put it at the bottom of the bag so you didn't see it. So if you got home, you saw the cat, take the cat out of the bag, secret's out. Apparently, I mean,
Is that true?
I don't know, don't go to Snopes about it. But
Snopes will debunk that. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that, so I have to believe you.
you definitely should. You definitely should believe me there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder what cat tastes like.
I don't know, man. I don't even want to think about it. I like cats. I've had them my whole life. Growing up.
Tastes like pussy.
Oh shit, I should have said that. Didn't I? I'm an idiot.
I have no idea. No idea. Oh, what's the most unusual meat you've ever tried?
I tried
Apart from dick.
I've sampled, not tried. I had zebra. Yeah. I mean, not in Africa, so I don't know how fresh it was. Yeah, I had a zebra burger. Ostrich is pretty good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Kangaroo.
It's a fucking emu.
It's a fucking emu. You asshole. I've had kangaroo as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. A bit tough, to be honest. A lot of pushback on it. What about you?
Not really, no, not really.
All right, I'm
No,
glad
I
you
can-
asked me the question. I
Yeah,
didn't
not
ask
that,
you.
not that I can think of, really, no.
I certainly would be eating cat.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm all for like going to other countries and getting involved in their culture and trying different foods, but I'm not eating cat dog. Fuck that.
Nah, I would. I'd like to try everything.
Would you?
Oh, I would try that, yeah. Definitely.
Cat on a stick.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be doing
Yeah.
that. Sweet and sour greyhound.
I'll go to some island where the tribes are still eating each other, I'll be like, because a leg of that human.
Gives a bit of
I
calf.
don't know if I'll be able to eat a whole leg, but I'll take a bite.
Get the armpits all fleshy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of meat there.
I wouldn't imagine they have much seasoning in those tribes. It'd be pretty plain to meat, yeah.
They live in the forest. They must have a lot of
Yeah.
ground up fucking banana leaf or something.
No, don't know.
Not much salt or pepper.
Some wild garlic, maybe.
Yeah. What else want to try? I try a lot of things. I tell you what always freaks me out when you see that like cooking in like Morocco or like the desert,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like a fucking lamb's head like on a pot of rice. You go, "Oof." They're just picking at they're picking at a skull. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember watching a movie years and years ago, and I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure it was Robert Carlyle, and I remember they put a goat's head or something on the table, and he just picked the eyeball out and ate it.
All right.
Let me think.
Robert Carlyle. Was
Yeah.
it the one about
Angela's
cannibals?
Ashes. Angela's Ashes. I'm pretty sure that.
Oh, the Irish one.
Yeah, I think there's a scene in my mind that I remember him just picking the eyeball out and eating it.
He's an underrated actor, I think.
Yes, Bobby Carlyle.
Bobby Carlyle, or Begbie.
Mm-hmm.
Might be one of the scariest men in all of film, I think,
Yeah.
Begbie. Because like, he seems too real. You know what I mean? A fucking nut job.
Yeah, Trainspotting's a classic.
Trainspotting is a classic.
I've not saw the second one though.
No, have I. I was like,
Yeah.
am I that bothered?
It was supposed to be good though.
Yeah, but the first one's so good. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. I like reading Irving Welsh's books, they're quite good.
I've never read a book by him.
That's very good. Some of them they're hard to get your head round because he writes in that Edinburgh accent.
Yeah.
But
And
once you
it's-
get into it, they're quite
everything's
good.
very trippy as well, I've
Yeah.
heard. Yeah.
Mm. Very good. Anyway, look how sad that dog looks in that picture. They got, oh,
And he wants a bit of meat.
yeah, give me a bit of meat.
Doesn't want a bit of fucking
Yeah.
rhubarb crumble.
Yeah.
Or fucking tofu
Yeah.
burgers.
Not another lettuce leaf, please.
Do you want a more uplifting story?
Ah, go on then.
Man gets 8 cm earphone wire stuck in bladder after using it while masturbating.
Well,
Okay.
they're called earphones, not urethra phones. Alright.
Jap's eye, not Jap's ear. A bloke who inserted an 80 cm earphone wire into his penis while masturbating managed to get it stuck in his bladder and shocked doctors who extracted a 2 to 3 millimeter in size wire from his urethra. I've been horny many a times, but I never thought to stick it 80 centimeters.
Yeah.
After the first 10, you're not like, this is deep enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. At least leave a bit then so you can pull it back out.
I heard he did that thing. He got some of it in, and then he did that thing that, you know, after you take a pee, you kind of, you breathe in a bit. And
Yeah.
he did that too much, and it went straight up him.
I don't.
Sorry.
For sexual pleasure, I don't know. But the idea of sexual pleasure is you're getting something out, not putting something in.
A bit of gratification. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So he managed to get it stuck while masturbating, and it got stuck in his bladder. Jesus.
You went right in it?
So it got stuck in his bladder,
Mm-hmm.
and it must have got proper in his bladder because he said after he was complaining about stomach pains when he was pissing. So he got so far, but actually went too far,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was just in there like a fucking tapeworm, I guess. The bloke was left red-faced after an incident where he got an earphone wire stuck inside of his bladder after using the object for sexual pleasure and gratification while masturbating. Okay, stop repeating yourself,
Yes,
Uncle, because you're annoying me.
Get yourself a woman, mate.
Yeah, you know, there's got to be better. Oh my God, there's a picture of it. That's the inside of his cock, is it? Oh, oh God. I don't know.
Cool. Turns out cocks aren't pretty on the inside either.
So it's a 34-year-old man from Indonesia. Yeah.
It looks like his cock's got teeth though.
Oh yeah, it's very bizarre. Yeah, it looks like a hamster's teeth. You know when they keep growing
Yeah.
beyond where they should. He revealed to doctors that he had inserted an earphone wire into his urethra between 3 and 5 times a week while masturbating. So he'd do it every time. But then, if he's got the fucking wire up there, how's he going to fucking blow his beans?
Yeah.
Does he take it? Does he keep going for ages and take it out and it comes out like a fucking fountain?
Well, I don't know what he does.
Like an open tap? I don't know. Doctors checked out the bloke and said they found no signs of psychotic symptoms, such as OCD. OCD? OCD means you keep switching a light on and off. You don't shove fucking equipment up your penis.
Yeah.
You didn't have no OCD, anxiety, or depression. You'd fucking be depressed afterward.
Yeah. When I go out my door, I have to open it and close it 3 times, and I also stuff things up my cock.
I have to double check all the plugs before I leave, but just before I leave, I shove a cactus up my bum.
Yeah.
Just for my beans, just because I've got OCD, you know what I mean? He keeps doing that weird thing where he gets his cock out and starts just butchering it with a Stanley knife. Oh yeah, he's got OCD.
Oh no. My wanking technique just seems boring now.
Maybe. This is it. This is the path to the light.
I need to up my game a bit, I think.
I've been using Old Faithful.
Yeah.
Just one hand, just fucking up and down. Well, do I know? I need to get the fucking iPhone cable up.
I'm gonna try and get the actual headphone in as well, not just the wire. Yeah.
What song? You'd have to listen to a good song. It has to be a song you could really go for.
Imagine putting the headphones in and plugging it into some music and just vibing.
You're gonna make that noise, that noise.
Just listening to the tunes just coming straight from your belly.
You have it, so just have the speaker on the outside.
Yeah, it'll be like when you put your phone in a glass out, just boom it
echo
out.
it, yeah. But it'll be internal. It'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? I saw a video the other day, and this girl was lying on the bed. Not creepy before you get there, before you make that joke. And this boyfriend's recording it, and he puts his head, the side of his head on his girl's stomach, and he looks towards her head, and he goes, "When I rest my head on your stomach, I can hear the ocean."
Yeah, I was thinking what you're going with this.
And then he turns his head the other way and looks down, and he goes, "From this angle, I can smell it."
Yeah, I thought that was. Yeah, I've seen that as well. Yeah.
Anyway, that was unrelated. Just don't know why it popped into my head, and I thought I had to share it. There must be other things to do in Indonesia, apart from fucking self-mutilation.
Yeah.
There's nothing more on that story. I mean, there doesn't need to be, does there?
No.
Really? Just some fucking. That's a thick fucking cable as well.
Yeah, it says it all in the headline.
That's one of those perfect headlines. You can read that and go, I don't need to know anymore.
Oh.
That's why they repeat the headline multiple times through the fucking article.
There's nothing else to say about it.
Yeah, for anyone listening, this is from the Daily Star. They're not known for their fucking top level journalism.
No.
They basically live off headlines. You sent me one the other day.
Did I?
About a dwarf.
Oh, that was wild, yeah.
I didn't read it because, again, I didn't think I had to.
I think it's not a new story, but...
No. This was a dwarf Gordon Ramsay lookalike porn star found dead in Badger's Den.
Bizarre.
I don't need to read anything more than that.
Yeah, a lot to unpack there, though, isn't it? There's a lot going on in that headline.
Imagine Gordon Ramsay
yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah. So, yeah.
You can't be this stupid!
It's like, I don't get... He must have died in the garden or something.
Or a badger just tore him.
Yeah. Or a badger killed him.
They eat meat.
Do they?
Yeah, they're not plant. They've got the teeth and all that. They eat I don't think they're herbivores.
I don't know.
Was he half eaten?
I think he
Jeez,
was.
what
Well,
a
they found him
horrible
in the den. They found him
What a
in the
horrible
den.
way to go.
Oh, my, getting eaten by a badger. Oof. Not nice.
I've never seen a live badger.
They are huge, Joe. Badgers are
I've
pretty
never
big.
seen a live one.
Yeah. I always see a dead one outside the room.
That's what I mean, no.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yes, an eye-catching headline.
Yeah. I've got a couple of Am I the Arseholes for you, but we'll only do one, and we'll save the other one for another time.
Okay.
I'll give you a choice, right?
Yep.
I'm not going to read out the whole headline, but so make your choice between disabled Jim or laughing at girlfriend's death. Which one do you want?
Laughing at girlfriend's death. Cool.
Okay. Here it is. So
Right.
here's a headline. Am I the arsehole for questioning my boyfriend's weird remarks regarding my possible early demise? So, this is spoken from the girl's point of view.
Right, okay. To her boyfriend. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I suffer from a neurodegenerative illness, and the prognosis is... I tell you what, this hasn't got off to a good start. Excuse me, I've got OCD.
Yeah, that's just going to be the go-to excuse now, isn't it?
Oh, let me pull this wire on my cock and I can get on with it. Right, I'll start again.
Right, go.
I suffer from a neurodegenerative illness, and the prognosis isn't too good. Doctors can't say how fast this will progress, so I might have several years left to live, or a few months. I'm currently undergoing treatment. My boyfriend has always been very supportive and sweet, and since the diagnosis, we've sat down together several times to discuss possible arrangements in case my health doesn't get worse. We've also talked about me not wanting to suffer, namely physician-assisted death.
Mm-hmm.
It's of course a very controversial topic and a very serious topic. Despite this, my boyfriend has been supportive to the point where I felt he was too supportive.
Completely.
So she doesn't want to suffer
Yeah.
or die in a cruel manner. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, okay. To the point where I felt he was too supportive. He has told me he wouldn't miss me too much because death is a normal part of life. He is totally chipper whenever we talk about it, upbeat, laughing, cracking jokes, and says he doesn't understand why I'm so serious. It's nothing sad or terrible. But as it's my life that's possibly ending, I feel understandably sad about it. When I remind him there's a chance I'm not going to die anytime soon, his face falls and he says things like, "Fine then, I'll go to Switzerland on my own, can't miss that chance." Right. At first I thought he was being oddly humorous to lighten the mood, but he's clearly looking forward to my death. I can't describe it in any way. It freaks me the fuck out. So I finally came out to him on this. I straight up told him that I feel like he's looking forward to my death. His reaction was basically, "Well, I guess I don't want you to die, but you can't deny how interesting all this is. Not every man gets the opportunity to watch his girlfriend die."
What?
This was in front of our friends, as he'd been making comments about my illness all evening over dinner with them.
Fucking hell.
So they witnessed the exchange.
Sounds
and
like
what
I want to be killer.
he's going to get transferred to a women's prison sometime soon. So they witnessed the exchange and what he said before, but they all told me to calm down and that I was way out of line, accusing him like that for no reason. Everyone defended him immensely and admonished me for being cruel. So am I the arsehole for bringing it up and saying he's looking forward to me dying? Did I cross a line?
He actually said that. I'm looking forward to you dying.
That's what it says. Well, it doesn't. No, it doesn't say that. He said, "I'm looking forward to it."
It doesn't say her occupation. Is she rich?
That doesn't say. Doesn't say.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he's looking forward to it.
Maybe.
Maybe she's insured.
So he didn't say that he wants her to die, but he did say you can't deny how interesting this all is.
Interesting is not a way I would describe it.
Not the one you'd, not the way you describe a girlfriend or someone you love dying. No.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, did you hear about your granny? She died. Interesting.
I get. I don't know. I get the jokes and that. Like if I was dying, you would try and keep upbeat and.
Surely you'd only joke about that with
joke,
someone who would appreciate it as a joke, though.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. If it was you.
Yeah. If I was dying, I'd expect you to make jokes.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he's awesome.
He needs to be locked up.
Yeah, he does. He sounds a bit sadistic, doesn't he?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it? The one where he said, "Death is a part of life." It was very strange. A very strange attitude to have.
Yeah. Death is a part of life, but how old is she? Did it say how old she was?
It doesn't say how old she is, unfortunately.
But
I mean, if she's like 97, then okay.
yeah, fair enough. But it doesn't sound like she is.
No.
She seems quite young.
He said, "This is a bit that I was like, this guy's a fucking
Dying
psycho."
young is really not.
It's not interesting.
Yeah, it's not interesting. It's not really the way that life should go.
Far more interesting things than that.
But shit things do happen.
They do happen. The bit that I read, and I was like, this guy needs fucking jail, is when he says he doesn't understand why I'm so serious. It's nothing sad or terrible. I think it's pretty sad.
I would say it's a little bit sad, yeah.
If you can't admit that your girlfriend dying is at least sad.
Yeah. She definitely got a good payout, that's for sure, when she croaks it. But then again, it didn't say they're not married though, are they?
No, just boyfriend and girlfriend. But interesting. It's like, that's something you say about a painting you saw. Mm-hmm. You go, interesting. I can see what they're trying to do here. My girlfriend came to me and goes, I'm dying and I might end up doing it like, I might kill myself, like from like doctor's point of view, because I don't want it to be cruel. I won't go, interesting. I can see what you're doing there.
Yeah, this guy, yeah.
He's a nut job.
Yeah, borderline is psycho. Borderline psycho. Yep. That's
us, I think, unless you got a question.
do not have a question.
Okay, well that's us then. That's another week. Actually, we've got nearly an hour and a half. So.
Is it? Oh.
Lucky now. Time flies, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's us this week. Thanks for listening to the Triggerall Humans podcast.
Mm-hmm. What episode is this?
This is episode 31.
Is it 31?
We're getting on with them.
Okay.
Pretty far on. Yeah, if you want to get in touch with us, we're triggerallhumans@mail.com. Message us for any questions or things you want us to go over. YouTube is just Triggerall Humans. We've started uploading full episodes there as well now.
Yeah.
Until we get cancelled, probably.
For a wee while.
For a wee while. Twitter, we're T_A_humans. Get are we the same. And yeah, just get in touch or come check us out if you want.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Years ago, I saw Natalie Portman on Broadway. That is the only time I've ever jerked off to a production of The Diary of Anne Frank. You know, Michael Douglas said recently that he thinks he may have gotten throat cancer from performing oral sex on his wife. I don't know. I think cancer is a small price to pay to lick Catherine Zeta-Jones' pussy. I would take any form of cancer to lick Catherine Zeta-Jones' pussy. You could give me polio to lick Catherine Zeta-Jones' pussy. I'd take leprosy to lick Catherine Zeta-Jones' pussy. You could give me Lou Gehrig's disease to lick Catherine Zeta-Jones' pussy. To lick her pussy, I would take a form of muscular dystrophy so intense that while I'm eating her pussy, Jerry Lewis pops out of her cunt.